Hello everyone! For this video, it is going to be a pretty important update to a few things. We've got an updated product pictures. I will be giving my predictions for where parts are going to be going in the random booster. There is a lot of new information, a lot of more interesting information in regards to 2021. So if you are new here, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and we're gonna get started. So first, let's go over the 2021 thing, which is the article here. Now for those that don't know, they previously had a service which was, I think, the Beyblade or whatever, right? And they basically did this article posting that the Beyblade Burst new series will start in spring 2021. As a result, the operation service of Beycloud will be terminated on April 26, 2021. Therefore, the function to synchronize Beylogger and the Beylogger Plus with the Beycloud will also be terminated. And yeah, basically, if you don't know what the Beycloud is, it was like the whole thing with the site or whatever. And plus, the Beylogger, they really, for the longest time, you know, had this whole thing with the Beycloud, and it's gonna be terminated. So I believe they already have the dates. Rare Bay Get Battle is supposed to be done in April 15th. The Beycloud service will finish. The Bay Code, Garage, Quiz, Ranking, whatever. Like, basically all that stuff is gonna be... That's it. Now, the reason why they're doing this is, I think, because, listen, a lot of the stuff that they had on that site was kind of outdated, and they haven't really been updating it as of recently. Like, I think, correct me if I am wrong, but I'm pretty sure after a while they just stopped, they stopped having, like, every time you would scan a code, which would appear in your garage, I think they stopped doing that too. But there is some interesting information, even though this does kind of suck that they're taking it out. A new Rare Bay gets... Okay, so a new Rare Bay Get Battles this whole thing where basically it's like RNG. If you have a lot of points, you get a lot of tries. A new Rare project has also started for the new series. Please look forward to Beyblade Burst in the future. So keep in mind they're saying please look forward to Beyblade Burst in the future. I have no idea what they're trying to do with this new series, but it is getting more and more interesting. Let's go over some other stuff. The MFB2 remakes finally have pictures, so we get a better look at them a little closer. Though no mention of the teeth, which still has me very worried. Ignore the fact that Google Translate is not that reliable. This is Hell Kerbex, that is the actual name. Localization from Hasbro was Hades Kerbex. So it looks so cool looking at it. So the thing is that what really annoyed me was that when they did Hell Kerbex, they didn't do the gimmick of the boost disc where you would flip it up. Instead, they gave it the lift frame, which I guess lift is kind of close to BD, but then after you realize there's paradox, I think personally for me, I might give it paradox for a lot of future battles. But it looks interesting. I hope the teeth on this is good. The only hope about these MFB2 remakes is that I have a fear that maybe all the teeth will be bad, but if one of them has good teeth, like for an example, if Pegasus or Unicorno or Kerbex has good teeth, at least between those three you can interchange. Eldrago and Perseus, I worry greatly. Speaking of which, we have Meteo Eldrago. So Meteo Eldrago basically has rubber on its layer, which is another reason why I really did love Fafnir and Beyblade Burst, because it reminds me so much of Meteo Eldrago. Yeah, you can basically get the idea with this. Now, the Meteo Eldrago Energy Ring is only compatible with Meteo, so you can't really do that many combinations, just like originally. And it does look cool. Looks really, really nice. Moving over, which is one that's really awesome, Gravity Perseus. So Gravity Perseus, a defensive type layer that repels approaching enemies while preventing attacks. So it has two modes on this. Same with Eldrago. Eldrago has two modes, and so does Perseus. So I believe it's defense mode and counter mode. I have not brushed up on MFB in a while for Perseus, but again, visually looks very, very nice. Though I worry for Perseus' teeth, but I want to wait to see how it actually performs. We then, after, of course, got Ray Unicorno. Ray Unicorno looks cool. trying to think, is there anything else with Radiant Cornel? No, it's really weird they don't mention the teeth, which I'm still wondering. And then after, of course, Galaxy Pegasus. The one thing I'm still annoyed with is that the paint is probably going to be easy to come off, and that's not going to be good. Because if the paint is easy to come off, what was the point in making it so hard to get? Whatever. Moving on, we have got new high drivers. High Zephyr, High Survive, High Defense, and High Excel Dash. So high drivers are not limited to just being a dash, which is super interesting. This does give a huge possibility for basically almost any tip to be able to be made into a high driver because it doesn't have to be dash. Who knows what they could do, but this is so interesting. I want to see what drivers would they pick. So I'm going to go over my predictions of where I think those parts are going to go, but yeah, High Zephyr. Though it's weird not High Zephyr Dash, because they already did Zephyr Dash, but I guess because it's new, they just decided to do it. The other one, we got High Defense and High Survival. Sorry, I'm getting the HASBRO names are mixed up in the translation. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm interested to see how it's going to perform and everything. What combinations, how good is it going to be, you know? Moving forward, we of course got Deathscyther, so this is what the chip looks like. Now I'm trying to wonder why on God's earth that the little tab looks modified. If you notice on the bottom where the chip is, the tab looks modified, and I'm wondering why. Is that an error? I'm about to pick up a sparking bay, because no, yeah, it definitely looks shorter. I don't know why they did that. That looks a bit weird. Why would they modify the chip like that? It didn't even mention. Maybe it's not going to affect it or anything, or maybe it's one of those things where TT just made a stupid choice on the chip, or maybe it's an error in the image, but it probably actually is the thing. Anyways, let's go over to the Hollow ring, where it basically confirms what we were all thinking about it. So Hollow is a new ring, an eccentric center of gravity, attack type for, right phase. It has sharp-shaped blades on the left and right, capable of powerful hitting attacks with large metal blades, and continuous hitting attacks with the 3 blades with metal on the back. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of metal on this Deathscyther. And they also confirm, I guess, post-image contact. So my thoughts on Hollows is going to be very interesting, although if I understand the gimmick correctly, Hollow's supposed to kind of just not be balanced, I guess? Which I think would make the most amount of sense. If it's supposed to be kind of shaky when you launch it, maybe that's why it kind of creates like the momentum so it actually hits with that metal slash. Moving forward, we've got our new chassis 4A. It is LR, so you can put 4A on a bit. Well, yeah, you already know, because Abyss has 4A. Hard lock with eccentric performance with different weights on the left and the right side. So I think it would make a lot of sense that you would put the heavier side on like the scythe side, I guess. We got our new frame, which is called Axe. Although I don't know if it's spelled A-X-E or A-X. Sometimes they just spell things differently, or it's probably just translation. Yeah, it's just like Vortex, man. It's like Vortex 2.0. Going over to this little thing, which we already went over, you can already get the idea of how the gravity is supposed to work on this bay, which is very interesting, you know? I haven't been this excited in a long time. So let's go over the discs and whatever. So we already know what Hollow Deathscyther is. So Hollow Deathscyther is 12 Axe High Excel Dash 4A. Get it on here. Get on there in a second. There you go. And then after Hollow Valkyrie should have 11 and 1D on it. That's what we've been speculating for whatever driver. I don't know. I don't know what they would pick for Hollow Valkyrie. I don't know about that one. For Cursed Deathscyther, it has 8 Dash and 1S. Now for the part on Cursed Deathscyther, I don't know either. It'll probably be something maybe we've seen in the past. I don't expect the high drivers on this one. Then after there is Dead Phoenix. Now Dead Phoenix for sure has 3, and I think Dead Phoenix is gonna have High Zephyr, just because red with red. Or it could have the defense one, but I think it makes more sense High Zephyr. Moving on, for Archer Hercules, I definitely think it's gonna have axe on it. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, okay, first of all, the disc is 10. The reason why I'm pretty sure Hercules will have axe on it is because you can see the frame poking out. And the thing is, there's not really any other frames where it really pokes out like that, and you already know the shape of axe, so I'm gonna give a bold prediction and guess that Hercules will probably have axe on it, for whatever parts, I don't know. I think after that, it's really easy to go through the other ones. I think Pegasus will have the... Pegasus probably have high survival, and then after, whatever, the Dracil has high defense. And, oh yeah, Abyss Longness. Did I say anything about Abyss? I think I might have skipped over it. Abyss has 13 and 4A. So, that's kind of it for all the information stuff. So, let us wrap up and give final thoughts. First off, for the 2021 news, I want to see how they're going to do the new season. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't know how are they going to do it? How are they going to do it? For the MFB stuff, I'm excited for the MFB stuff. I hope the bays perform really well. If they perform really well, I'll be really happy. If they don't, it'll be like last year. We're like, oh, okay. For the random booster stuff, the new high drivers are super interesting, and I want to see what combinations you can make with it and what other potential combos that could happen in the future. Hollow, I'm leaning towards could potentially be good, but still you have to see it in battle. I think Hollow is going to be interesting. It might even be the heaviest ring for right now that's not counting burn, like the heaviest ring that's compatible with the chassis. Because the heaviest ring right now is Tempest for right base. So that's what I'm trying to wonder. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day today. Stay safe, and bye.